Take him, Tony. I'm not sure, I don't think so, but I don't have any other heads.
No, when I look at those, I'm glad I've got them.
Hi, Dino.
Oh, great kick. Didn't go out.
Keep getting for him.
Will, have you let one off?
No, I smell it.
Hi, Dean.
No, they're trying.
Could have an overlap. Adam. Yeah, good try.
Don't be surprised.
Too many kicks because I can't see.
The mouth's too short, isn't it?
So they're reasonable.
I say that because there are two clubs who are...
It's hard to say. I think we had a good couple last year. He wasn't quite good.
Oh, that's a ball.
One of the big
Still good, really.
last year was the tough.
Go on, have a little rumble. Go on, dog.
We don't play
Oh, he's through. Oh, good tackle.
12 games.
Don't be surprised. Oh, you did well this game.
He used to kick Adam. That's what it calls.
Stop filming, that's him.
Sorry?
Ground looks quite nice from up here, isn't it?
Sorry, you're coming out. Thanet goal.
Using Gareth. Tackle now. Go past him! Go past him! Well played, Peter McCauley.
Oh, follows him up. James.
In fact, not the beginning. Yes, they haven't got a kick, we'll be all right.
James.
There's a guy down there with the yellow and green glass. He's been our coach.
Oh, good kick.
Oh, yeah.
David.
Look at the knuckles in there.
Well, I don't think we'll ever go for it. 19-0 up.
Don't be surprised.
No, it's actually really good. Oh, I see, the match, yeah. They're playing really well.
I didn't see that scissors, unfortunately.
Did he? Didn't get a film.
I didn't.
Hold it. Not play me.
Oh, look at that kick. Oh, yes.
It's come now.
Whoa, that's good.
Yeah, a man's got to see what a man's got to see. Is Williamson first team coach? Good spin. Oh, drop kick. Oh, what's happened there? I don't know. Oh, if he just punched him, you seen that?
What's happening now, James?
He's picking up the ball and he's rubbing it against his hand. Sorry, shirt. They're having a discussion. Look at number 5 geezer. Oh. Zoom in at the ball. Zoom in at number 2. Come on, lads.
Outside you, Tony, outside. Come off, please, Chris. Good boy.
It's all over the place.
Oh, super kick.
Huh? Press it again. What does it do? Oh my, that made a difference.
Oh, Gareth, you're lucky. Yeah. And then 12. And right. We are working. We are working on the idea that we could take him out, Michael. We are working on raising money. Hello, Hazel. Very well. Wow, they're going to be a bit pissed off.
You got it on yet? Yeah.
Yes, they're going to be pissed off. It's very, very difficult. 19-0 Transfer pay.
Everything has happened.
Come around the corner.
Oh, right.
Oh, high tackle.
Right. Well, that's been done with. That's provided by money, by other clubs to go and play. And the aim is, we have actually got a club trying to raise sponsorship money, which will be available to pay players 15 necessary. But what it won't do is no way that money will come out of the general fund in order to pay players. It's got to be raised, or it won't happen. It's still comparatively junior rugby. It's still no, it's right. Years old.
They're in it now. I've got I do really mean
Go for it, Nicky. Change hands.
Go on, Nick. Our most traditional.
And it's not even 40 quid.
Because in a few years' time we could quite conceivably go way down. If you meet these guys, and you know, you've got to treat them. Dover and Canterbury and stuff like that, but bloody idiots. And they are the most important people.
What, isn't that real Coca-Cola?
A good rapport.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you got a ladybird on it. Should I squish it? Oh, it's coming onto the screen. Did you see it? Oh, damn.
Go to Twickenham.
Oh, did you see it drop? Is it?
You're always looking.
Huh?
Peter McCauley. Fair-haired guy with 15, Gareth Redford. Got to stop that there because there are a lot of people outside. Bounce back, go better well played. Oh shit. Go for it, Dino!
Can you do this? Oh, done it. It's quite simple, Will. You use your strength.
Wait.
Yeah, so what? There you go, look. Hold your rub out.
Jeff Setterfield's up here if he wants to play.
I haven't got my boots.
Put that bag out, Ken, you're going on there in a minute.
Stop it, William. Don't be crying. No, you've got to hold up. Thunderstorm! That was wicked! Shaboom boom! Come on, give me what you want. You know when you kick, it's so tight, yeah?
Got beaten 7 days.
Oh, you missed it. You got a friend. Private club. Battery's running out. Oh no! It's your friend. Oh, sacked by number 29. Yeah, the battery's running out. Will, the battery is running out. Is it?
You on it, yeah?
Is battery run out?
Yeah, it's running out.
Turn it off. Hold on. In here. Yeah. Yeah. Has it got record still? It does do a lot, actually, yeah. But it does it really slowly, doesn't it?
10, 15. Oh, good pick. Did you get the good pick up? It's mine. I'll go. Right.
No, it's food, it's really nice.
James, that's recording. Yeah, doesn't it? Typical, they scored again.
Oh, I couldn't see that. The bollard was in it. Yeah.
25, yeah.
Tonight is your lucky night. Go on, go out, touch. Oh. Kick it. Oh, he's making a run for it. Is that smelly? Get out, touch.
Oh, did you get that? Well, man.
I'm going to take a photo of this. I need it done.
photograph. Clearer, your feet are too big. What size are your feet? 11. Oh, go. Oh, that's not a tackle.
Well, buy me pints all night. I don't mind.
I've never seen them all again. What's she do every Friday, Tom?
Oh, wait. Well.
Boarding.
Every Friday, yeah.
saver. And when it's Jonah Lomu, it makes the pain all worthwhile. The youngest ever capped New Zealand All Black was at Thanet to give some tips and prove the inspirational figure that made him the phenomenon of the 90s.
When I say go, you guys go, okay? You go. Go!
The player who denied England a chance at the World Cup final by trampling Tony Underwood shows the younger players the tricks of the trade. But this 18-stone player who towers in at 6 feet 8 very nearly retired when it was found he had a congenital kidney disorder and he had to stop playing for a year.
If he caught an infection or if he had bronchitis, he couldn't shake it off. So he took a 12-month off rugby where they put him on a course of drugs and treatment and radiotherapy and stuff. So now he's back to health, and at least we know what it is and we're controlling it. It's a bit like somebody with asthma that's got to take their inhaler. He's got to take his drug, but he's back to his best.
For a highly religious man who never drinks and works out of season for charity, the layoff just after the 1995 World Cup was an ordeal.
It was really hard, you know, I went up to 151 Ks. I had to lose a lot of weight actually to get down, and everything started coming right towards the end of this season, I'm just looking forward to 1999.
What's your name?
Sam.
Okay, Sam. You're calling out Jonah. Pass it on your right, me on the...
No, on your right.
An inspiration on and off the field for these young hopefuls, Jonah is larger than life, and a guest they'll talk about for seasons to come.
If you know someone's talking to you,
has a tremendous effect, not just in terms of rugby. The whole community will actually come along and have a look at somebody who is a larger-than-life figure, and that's what's so marvellous, to get younger players involved in the game by coming to see a guy like him, who's able to put some time into the game, which is brilliant to be able to help the kids. It's marvellous.
A big man in a big man's game, Lomu's reputation, both on and off the pitch, makes him an ambassador in just about any field. David Forsyth in Broadstairs for Meridian News.
Right, you four kneel down. Kneel down. That's it. That's it. Go on, you kneel down as well, Lydia. You stand behind. Face me, Philip. Give it to him. That's it. Right, Jake, come here. Kneel down there, Joe, come here.
You stand. If you get just there, and then you just there, that's lovely. I think you can. Oh, everyone can hear you.
Got it there?
That's right. Lovely. How's it going?
Oh, sorry.
Jonah, one more.
Okay, Ash, would you like to come on, please?
stand up straight, camera,
Burger. Say New Zealand.
Crouch yourself, crouch down at the front so they can see the ones in
England yesterday.
That's not good though,
Go welly, otherwise you're not going to get the photo.
Oh, right, okay.
Right, everyone this way and a smile. Come on, cheer up. Hey, good.
It is cold. That's English weather, this is English summer. You come in the summertime, then they tell you. You'll be here in the winter.
Oh my God.
Thanks very much.
George, you guys. Oh, sorry, under 8. Well done. Under 8. Well done. Where are you, Jill?
I got his autograph. I got his autograph.
Well done. Yeah, bring you up.
Time off, you make well. No. Can you stay? We're going to do time off. Stay with the team, sweetheart, because there'll be small time off. All right.
Just come at the end. Thank you, appreciate it. We just come.
Lovely, thanks. This is down to 9. They play hard.
Oh, right.
He's got one in there.
We get up autographs at the end.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you. What?
Right, hold on, guys.
We'll do the signing after this.
Yeah, we'll do the signing afterwards. But can we go over there in front of their board and we're going to have the photographs. Come on. Now, under 9s. Get in your photograph position. Hello.
Michael,
We'll just kneel down.
the under 9 sign in the middle.
Kneel down.
Okay. Right. Okay. Now, the under 9 sign.
Turn round. All right.
Here we go. Okay.
Here we go.
Who's going to be the best team in the World Cup?
Stop.
Very quiet there.
Springboks.
What about the Kiwis? Right.
Ah, here we come.
You don't want to be in me?
Yeah. I'll take it.
Jules, Rosie, you can't join it.
Good lad. I want to see the try around the other side. Now,
Don't pass too early. Take me out first. Where you go? In you come. Good. And pull out. Great. Well done. And the next.
Okay. Take it good. Hold it. Please, come in quickly. If you opened up there, don't bury the ball. Okay? Good boy. Well done.
Don't drop it.
Oh, okay.
All a bit slow.
Now, the guy who's making point of contact, could I just have you holding the pad? No, you just hold on to
Lucky
it.
you, Neil.
If I have 2 players on either side of me,
We're not going to do anything. I'm going to record.
no. We won't be whacking into you.
Go on then.
Okay, guys, you've got the ball. Okay, you got two guys on either side. You're having two players on each side. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay, as you're going in, it's good to look, but it's even better if the people outside you are talking to you, to the person with the ball. So if I'm coming in, what's your name?
Sam.
Okay, Sam, you're calling out Jonah. Pass it to me. I'm on your right. So like I'm
No, on your right.
Yeah. Okay. then you know he's there. It's better if you know someone's there instead of having to look all the time. If you know someone's talking to you, it's always easier. And the guy who's making the contact has just to step into his side, eh? Okay? Which is really good. Like, what is it? If you like, for instance, he's your player who's trying to tackle you, or if not, he's going to try and shadow you. What you do is, when you take him out so you actually block him, so you make the hole. The hole is right here, and it's all about your body position. So when you hit here, the ball's right there, so you either can give it to him in the stomach, or if not, you can pop it up to him. Gives you dad's option. And you do it both sides. You can do it on both sides. So like, you come in on here.
It's a bit hard right now.
Shoulder.
Exactly what she was talking about. She knows what she's doing. It's really good.
See if we can do that? See if we can do that?
Yeah.
In those groups?
Yes.
Right.
No. Where was it? Right. Okay, off you go. Oh, you are this guy.
Get him behind him.
Listen to what Jonah said. He's got more experience than you. Hold your eye. Is he ready for it? Oh, you're right. Come on, that was magic.
We have 2 guys come off me. Let me go ahead first. Let me go ahead. So what's your name? Okay. One of you to call, and all I have to do is listen to you. Okay?
No, you're with it.
There you go. Okay.
Right.
Let the guy in front of you who's.
The boy in the ball's going to run first.
Okay, you four, listen to me. When I say go, you guys go, okay? You go. Go! That's it.
Well done. That's much better. Do you see the difference? Okay, so ball carrier come, support runners wait. Okay, ball carrier come. No, now. Good, well done. And as soon as you touch, offload the ball. Okay, Harry, do you want to go on my shoulders, mate?
Sam.
Another favour to
There we go. Right. Sorry, Chief.
Don't hide Jonah, he's supposed to be in the picture. You do well if you do that. He's on our side. Smile.
Here we go, Ron. Here we go.
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
One more for the hell of it. Get it back! Go! Go, 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 go! Come on! Come on! Spin it out. Bring it forward, Sean, bring it forward! Forward! Good boy, Jonah! Drive, drive! Don't stand still! Go, go! Right ball! Done! Spin it out!
Don't give it! Don't give it!
Back, close in! Max, I'm a bit worried about you! You're a bit slow, so I'm going to put somebody else to speed it up a bit, alright? Close in then, Bax, I see what the
Same back line that you had before.
in the centre, you can come in at centre.
Okay.
Sean, Glenn at full-back, and then the second tier, immediately fall up behind them. Real quick. Straight ahead. Don't run sideways. Look straight ahead. Go straight ahead. Pass sideways. Okay? Run straight. Whatever happens, you play it, all right? Run straight. Run straight. Okay. Going straight ahead. Turn! Don't lose the ball! And drive! Good! Drive! Get the ball up your knees! Go! Go, 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 go! Straight ahead!
Oh, you play!
Straight! Good boy! Well in, Daniel! Get the ball! Drive it, Thanet! You've got to push! Good! And again! Again! And straighten up! Forward, in! Max, forward! Max! Drive! Good! Along the line this time!
Okay. Leaving news. And your name on the take first of all, Phil?
Phil Kingsley Jones.
Kingsley Jones. L-E-Y, is that Kingsley?
Yeah, L-E-Y.
Marvellous. And what's your official title, if you've got one, Phil?
Official title, babysitter for Jonah Lomu. I'm Jonah's manager. I was the coaching director for Counties Manukau Rugby Union. And I discovered Jonah when he was 14. He was a young fella, he didn't want to play rugby, he wanted to play rugby league. So we had a bit of trouble in school trying to persuade him to play rugby, so I was one of those instrumental in helping him to join rugby, and been with him since.
Well, the similarity between rugby today and show business, it seems to merge a little, doesn't it?
Well, I think it is, David. I think that's what it is. It's an entertainment. Everybody's out there now for that entertainment dollar. You know, on the weekend, we've got a couple of bob in our pocket, and you've got to decide where you're spending that. Whether you go and watch Tottenham Hotspurs, whether you watch Harlequins, whether you watch Tiddlywinks, go to the bar, you know, and it's an entertainment business, and people want to be entertained, and going along, watching the best rugby players, and going back in the bar and having a beer and meeting the guys, is part of entertainment, and we've got to draw the crowds in. That's what our game's about.
How important is this promotional level, children, meeting somebody like Jonah?
The most important thing in the world for the game of rugby, because we need the nurseries, and this is the people that we've got to encourage to play. Around here today, hopefully there'll be about 5 or 6 English internationals could come out of this lot, and it's important for Jonah and important for the game that he meets these kids and encourages them to play. The other week we were in San Francisco where Jonah met up with Robin Williams. Robin had made a statement on the TV that rugby he thought was the greatest game he'd ever seen, that they didn't wear crash helmets and shoulder pads and have time out, and he thought it was fantastic, and he always wanted an all-black shirt. So the New Zealand Rugby Union caught hold of this and sent Jonah up to San Francisco to present Robin with a jersey. So
presumably the smallest size they had.
Yeah, it's the halfback jersey probably. But it was great, and Robin was very receptive, and it was a great honour for Jonah, and Robin was certainly thinks it's wonderful.
This is showbiz, of course, in a way, but I mean, this has all got to stop soon, hasn't it? Once you start playing and it's serious.
Oh yes, it is serious. At the end of the day, these guys, they've got to go on the field. I mean, part of show business, as I say, is the promotion side of it and entertaining the crowd. But when they get on that field, it's really serious. The game of rugby today won't see players playing until top class players playing in the age of 33, 34, like we used to do. The Sean Fitzpatrick of the world, the Frank Bunces of the world, you know, the Gareth Edwards of JPS playing into their 30s. That won't happen, because this game today is too physically hard, and you've only got a short time at the top. and make the most of it. So when they're on that field, it's a really tough competition.
Now, Jonah was very ill for a while, wasn't he?
Yes, he was born with it. It's called nephrotic syndrome, that every time he went to the loo to wee, then the goodness in his body would come out. And if he caught an infection or if he had bronchitis, we couldn't shake it off. And we couldn't know what it was until I got a specialist in to examine him. We found that was the problem, nephrotic syndrome. So he took a 12-month off rugby where they put him on a course of drugs and treatment and radiotherapy and stuff, and he's still got to take tablets, but then he was taking banned substance, he couldn't play rugby. So now he's back to health, and at least we know what it is and we're controlling it. It's a bit like somebody with asthma that's got to take their inhaler, he's got to take his drugs, but he's back to his best, we hope.
He looks like it. He looks like it.
Yes, come on! Come on, boys! And again! And again! And again! Hang on, let the ball come out! In! Come on, boys! Rocket! That's it! Come on, boys! Good. Yes, good score! And again,
Really solid on your hip. Like, take it in now. Take it in and hit him. Okay, you normally hit him. Okay, that's it. Okay. What's going to make it even more difficult on someone because of your size? You're going to hit him. He's going to go backwards. So if you want to go right through him and take your forwards with you, actually like come into him and come up into him like that. You drive into him, you're sitting in the platform, and all your forwards just pile into you. So like if you come in, you go and whack in on him, like I'm right behind you. See, you're moving him a lot further, and you break that line. Doesn't matter what size you are, if you get your body position right, you come up right into my ribs. I'll close up like that. It's like doing a fin, like for the wingers. I go on the basis of head, chest, shoulder, back of the shoulder, back of the head. Wherever your head goes, your body goes. So like if he's coming in to tackle me, like I'll go like this, like that. Your head, wherever your head goes, your body goes. So like if you, just like if I stop you right in the middle of the chest, you can't grab it. You're like that. Just no power. And it's exactly the same thing. Try and get the same technique when you're taking it in. When you take it into someone, take it in solid, hard, leg drive. Always thinking leg drive. That's why you stay on your feet. So if you drive up into them, you're on your feet, just keep them pumping. Especially when you got a guy like him and this gentleman here. Mate, you should be pretty pushing him. Josh isn't the biggest guy on the field, but because the technique is so good, it's hard to knock him off his feet. His technique is really, really good. He's really strong through the legs. So you whack into him, you're going in, whack, push out the situation and go, yeah, I'll either go in, if he's still going forward, support him. It just makes it that little bit easier. Smack the bag as you did the last time. Okay, he's sitting there like that. Okay, see how he's going in? He's going straight in. Like you're coming in, you come in low, and actually drive straight into his ribs, come up into his ribs. You actually find that you drive him backwards, and at the same time you get a better platform. And if your guy's behind you, you're actually sending up behind you really quickly. It's really good. So like if you're coming in like a lot lower, you actually come up like that. You don't have to move fast. You don't have to be it's just all the way. Like you guys are beginning to work. It's probably pretty sneaky. It's like doing a squat. Dave.
What do you think of the players you've seen today, Jonah?
Yeah, not too bad. Just a bit of punching here and there. But you know, at that age, you know, it's still raw. But you know, all you do is actually just keep on encouraging them, and just as long as they keep on enjoying it, yeah, right.
Do you still enjoy your game?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
As I always tell everyone else, you know, if you don't enjoy it, don't play it.
You had some time out there. How difficult was it taking that year off?
Well, it was really hard. I went up to 151 Ks. I had to lose a lot of weight actually to get down, and everything started coming right towards the end of this season. I'm just looking forward to 1999.
How much of this ambassadorial work do you actually do? We see you on the field, but this is something new.
Yeah, oh no, actually this is not nothing new. Actually, it's I've been doing it for quite a while now, and but I don't try and publicise it a lot, really.
You do a lot for charity, though.
Yeah, I do. All over the place. I work with the Kidney Foundation, child cancer and all.
Is that because of your own personal experience?
No, not really. I did it before I even got ill, and I've just carried it on.
And where to from here for you now?
Actually, to tell the truth, I don't know. My program's just hop in the car and drive.
Good. Thank you very much indeed, Jonah.
Cheers.
Marvellous. Thank you. Right, just...
Let's just change the background a bit.
Yeah. That's a different
too many folks and different throughout the club. Can you get them name in?
We've got it.
Fine. Brilliant.
Yeah, we've got it over his shoulder.
It's John, is it?
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
Okay, we're running.
Good. Your name?
Peter McCauley.
Peter McCauley, and...
I'm a Kent Rugby Youth Development Officer, working with the county, working with all the clubs, especially in East Kent, looking to help them, get them involved, help some young lads play the game.
Now, how important is it for somebody like Jonah to come along and see these kids?
Well, all you've got to see, I think, is actually look at the reaction that you have from the players, the coaches and the adults to see Star of his status here. Has a tremendous effect, not just in terms of rugby. The whole community will actually come along and have a look at somebody who is a larger-than-life figure. And that's what's so marvellous, to get younger players involved in the game by coming to see a guy like him, who's able to put some time into the game, which is brilliant.
With enthusiastic home support, Cornwall were always favourites to beat Kent, but they had to fight. After sweeping into an early lead with 2 tries, it looked as if Kent would be swamped. The Cornish pack was rampant and looked too powerful for a depleted Kent side who had 2 players taken off through injury. But Kent fought back, thanks to their brilliant centre, Peter McCauley. The Thanet Wanderers player cut through the Cornish defence as easily as a knife through a pasty. Then, linking up with his fly half, adroitly took the return pass for a fine try. Another solo effort from McCauley in the second half, and Kent were within 3 points of Cornwall. But the Cornish team took command again, and despite 2 further tries from McCauley, the match ended Cornwall 30, Kent 24.
of players of a slightly smaller stature.
Yes, these guys were from schools across Kent who had all won through to the finals of the new Image Rugby series. And as Roger Clark reports, they all wanted to stay winners.
The battle dance that struck fear into many a hardened international rugby player, now being used on the playing fields of Kent. But there's no Jonah Lomu to be seen amongst these All Blacks. Instead, they're children from one of 32 Kent schools taking part in the new Image Rugby Extravaganza Grand Finals. They've all won the right to be here. Now they're competing to be the best.
I avoid using best of the best, but they are. These are the winners, or even the runners-up from some of the festivals. They're all very good players. But as you sure you know from what we said earlier on, the point of what we're doing here is to give them a flavour of the game. It is touch rugby. It is great fun. The more we can get that through to teachers, head teachers and parents, that the game they play here is safe and enjoyable, the more hopefully they can actually enjoy it.
All the top nations are represented here. Prizes on offer not only for the winners, but also the best banners and for the most sporting team. On the pitch, the teams are mixed. No heavy tackling here. This is touch rugby, to be enjoyed by all.
I think it's best like this. It's better. There's no problems really. It's just everyone works hard.
And what about in the future? This is 7-a-side's touch rugby. What about playing the 15-a-side real game in the future?
Yeah, I definitely want to do that.
I like it because you get a day off school. And it's like nice to play in it today. And I like it when all the teams meet each other from different parts of Kent.
The ultimate aim is fun and to spread the word of rugby. For the first time, children with learning difficulties had their own competition. And while many may not continue to play the game, it's hoped at least some will go on to pick up the 15-a-side version in the future. Roger Clark for Meridian Tonight.
On Tunbridge Wells, and despite the torrid conditions, the two sides served up a feast of rugby for the crowd at Westcombe Park in Orpington. The heavy conditions, made worse by pouring rain, were more suited to the bigger Thanet Wanderers pack, and they dominated the early play. But it was some superb handling from Tunbridge Wells which gave them an early lead after both sides had missed penalties. Mike Hogue going over in the corner and subsequently converting his own try. 10 minutes later, Wanderers hit back, and who said prop forwards don't make good half-backs? David Twyman with a little grubber kick, and winger Simon Cox fastest to it to bring Thanet back into the game. Penalties brought the score to 10-8 on the hour before the East Kent side took the lead for the first time, Ben Massey blasting through the Tunbridge Wells pack. Thanet's superior strength now started to tell, and Adam Thomas powered home to stretch the Wanderers' lead. And they wrapped up the result with virtually the last action of the game, Simon Cox going over for his second try of the game. Wanderers becoming only the second club from East Kent to lift the County Cup. The final score, Thanet Wanderers 30, Tunbridge Wells 10. And many congratulations to skipper Peter McCauley and his team.
Yeah, terrific.
Perfect. Look at that. It's made of fruit wood, probably French or German. It dates from around about 1800, and it's only £38. Do you know something? I think I'm going to have to make a